Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Paula Aponte. I am with eXp Realty and the Aponte Group here in Lakeland, Florida. Check out the links below if you're interested in partnering with me. My website is www.partnerwithpaula.com. Okay, so on to the video. I wanted to talk to you today about the shifting real estate market. A lot of folks are freaking out right now. Buyers, sellers, real estate agents, everybody is scared because they're like, what's going on with this real estate market? The market is just drying up. And I'm here to tell you that number one, the real estate market is not completely drying up. Okay. If you have done, if you're a real estate agent, that is, and if you've handled yourself the right way the last few years when things were just getting going, you are going to be fine because you have a pipeline and you've got a database to nurture and work on. Real estate is about forming relationships. It's about building those bonds with people and establishing the rapport and continuing that relationship and make sure that you continue it and keep it going. And if you've done that correctly, you're going to be fine. Okay, that's number one. Number two, people always have a need to buy or sell, right? People get transferred for work. People unfortunately get divorced. People fortunately get married. People have kids. People have a need to upsize. People need real estate. And why would anybody want to continue, no matter what the interest rates are? Why would somebody want to continue paying 100% interest into something that is not theirs? One of the best strategies that you can do, especially in a market like this right now, is to buy something small, buy something that's a condo, a townhouse, maybe a small house in an okay area, something that maybe needs a little work. You're not going to be spending as much money on that property, so you're not going to take, any kind of loss. Should we see a little bit of a reduction, now you have the opportunity to hold that property at least for 2 years. Hold that property for 2 years, do some work, fix up that property, and then what happens? That property is now going to become an investment. You can take that property when the real estate market changes, when the interest rate changes, when they start to go back down a little bit. You could take that property, you could rent it out, right? Rent out that property and then buy another property. So now you've, secured, an investment property that you have that you're going to hold on to. And if you ever decide to sell, if that's okay too, because if you've lived in it for at least 2 years, you can turn around and sell it and not have to pay any capital gains. So those are some strategies that you can do, during times like this. Is you want to look for buyers or educate buyers on how they could make the money work for them, how they can make real estate still work for them, and how they could really become a homeowner instead of continuing to buy. Now, granted, what they qualify for is going to be less, but just because it's less doesn't mean that they can't still make it happen. And there's also other strategies as buyers or buyer agents that you can do. For example, maybe you're going to educate your buyers that part of the negotiation, if you have an FHA loan, is that 6% is what they can get for seller concessions. Maybe out of that 6%, not all of it goes towards closing costs. Maybe some of it is going to be to buy down interest rates. That is something that people were doing before the 2020 interest rate drop, right? People were taking that strategy and buying down points for buyers so that they could have a less expensive mortgage. Maybe you are going to be trying to negotiate seller concessions. These are the things that we're seeing now. It's crazy because for 2 years, we haven't seen any of those strategies put in place, but now it is becoming more favorable for buyers. So if you are a buyer looking to buy a property, I highly recommend that you take some of these tips and maybe think about going smaller, not necessarily going big. And if you're a real estate agent and you're looking to try to help a buyer buy a property, then use some of those strategies to help them get into their first home and help them make their landlord rich. Stop making your landlord rich. That's the saying. There's no reason to keep on renting. Rents are only going to go up, right? Interest rates are probably going to continue to climb, but at least once you get an interest rate and you're locked in, you're locked in, and that's your monthly payment, and you don't have to worry about that changing. Your rent, that's going to continue to climb. Every year your rents go up. Why would you want to deal with that? Okay, don't deal with that. Buy yourself a house. And if you have any questions and you're looking to purchase a home, no matter where you're located, I'm on a nationwide real estate brokerage, and I can help you pretty much anywhere. So reach out to me, just send me a message here, or you can call me direct, 863-286-0822. And if you're a real estate agent and you would like to partner with me and learn some more tips and strategies, just go to www.partnerwithpaula.com or reach out to me via DM, check the links below, and look forward to talking to you. Take care.